Hello and welcome. Where is the recordings? There we are. I believe this is session 9, believe it or not. I didn't realize we were so deep into the Rise of 9 campaign with a lot more combat than I was predicting. So, we were leaving off here with a meeting going on, and basically the general gist of it is we gotta leave. Things have become too hot.
We
Um,
gotta skedaddle.
yeah, we gotta skedaddle out of the city because things have become too important. We gotta go build our networks elsewhere. And basically, what happens is people start getting up, leaving. Other people come in and start tearing things down. Um, and people start coming in, taking away chairs, breaking down the tables, moving boxes. Got all these people coming over. The
Mm-hmm.
elderly men can help as well because apparently they're. Oh, cool.
Apparently we're
Because apparently I just have a bunch of elderly people, so gonna move them back onto the screen.
those.
But really, with the only person here talking, uh, you know, Diedrich comes up and to the group. The guards kind of move away. They do their own thing. Um, I forgot what I named the pirate lady. I know it's like Yenevil, Jezebel, something like that. She comes up too, swaggering from side to side as she drinks from a flask, letting everybody else work. And where is my pick? There it is. And Diedrich's like, well, guys, we can't stay in the city any longer. Rory, I know you're here looking for your family, or you're out there looking for your family, but the simple fact is, it's unsafe here. They know who you are. They're after you. We have to leave the city. We have to move on to one of the smaller cities around. Um, and uh, Otherwise, we're just going to be hunted every single day that we're here. And it's going to make life miserable for us all. And it certainly won't help you find your family. So, if you want to join the resistance, I'm offering you a chance to fight against the people who most likely hurt you. And if you don't, well, I'll help you get out of the city either way, and then we can part ways there.
How are we even gonna get out?
That's what these tunnels are for. They'll take us to the edge of the slums, and we'll wait until a merchant caravan comes around and join them. Shouldn't be too hard, but it'd be too unsafe to wander the desert alone.
Mm. Understandable. Will I ever get to see them again?
Well, that's the hope and the idea. If if you don't, well, I apologize, but life is sometimes far crueler than anything else in the world.
You could say that again. I did witness 3 of them die right before my eyes.
He puts his big burly hand on your shoulder and he goes, I know. I have witnessed my fair share of those who have died, who I would call friends and family myself. Um, but we can't all live a life of peace and prosperity. Certainly not in the times we find ourselves in.
Just wish things are different now.
As do I, Rory. Oh, 1 second. DM's yawning. As do I, Rory. As do I. Yeah.
You were just
Jezebel
mm?
here walks up to Edward and says, "You look like you'd be perfect on my crew. Why don't you join me?"
Wait, she is saying this to Rory?
No, she says this to Edward.
To Edward?
It's my
Ah,
excuse to
yeah.
get him out of the campaign.
Nah, fair. Rory would just stare daggers at her for that suggestion.
Edward would sheepishly look back at you, Rory, and say, I think I could learn so much more on the sea. Um, that way, when we have a chance, we can find our family together again. Both of us more powerful than now.
If you say so. Just don't get yourself in trouble out there.
I don't know what kind of trouble you could be talking about on the open sea.
You got in trouble for many multiple times here in the slums as well as in the city. I highly doubt you're not gonna get in trouble in the sea.
Edward just shrugs, and as people begin clearing out tables, beds, pieces of wood, the room begins to empty again. And unfortunately, I can't actually delete the stuff, so I will draw over it with a marker because I can. So all of this is gone. It's just no. Well, actually, I could do it in brown, couldn't I? So it blends in with the background. There we go. All of this is gone. Can I make the thingy bigger? That's what she said. Oh, does it not fill it? God damn it! Do you know how to fill?
Nope. There,
Ah,
you can't feel anything. Just put an X, lol. Just
all of
X
this is
everything.
just gone, and it's now just ground. The guards line up at the exit, and these guys are out of here. Ah! Oh, guess I can't. Okay. There we go. Yeah, all of this is just gone. There's a couple tables left. Um, and it seems like things are shutting down. Diedrich walks over to the exit and says, "We've got to move quickly. Can only be certain that the Magisters were close on your heel. They'll probably be coming down here within the next couple of hours looking for us."
Well then, there's no time to waste before everything goes in vain. Let's
Yes,
get out of
let's
here.
go. And we're going to pop back over to the city view, which we haven't seen in a while. Which ignore the stuff over here. Ignore that. That's for something else. And ignore those two. Let me delete them so you don't see them. I was working with
No.
Shen a little earlier, advancing his
Oh, you
storyline as
talked with
well.
them?
So
Oh, Shen is still doing that thing.
yeah,
Oh,
we're
that's
still doing the
good.
side the Shen tales.
Why are you not posting the fucking rundown then?
Well, that's because there's only been one since the last post, which is this morning.
Oh God, Jesus.
Yes. So
Oh well.
all the work I did for the city and for the prep work is just out the door because we're leaving the lot sooner than I thought we would be. Um,
Mm.
let me find Diedrich.
Diedrich,
There he
be
is.
gone.
Okay, you guys pop out over here near one
You
of the
forgot,
kind of at the edge of the slums.
you forgot Silva, by the way.
Oh, you're right. Thilva. There we go.
You forgot Big Megalodon Lady.
That is Silva.
Silva.
That is Big Megalodon Lady. Right here. Except I don't think that's really drawn as a lady, but whatever. Um, wow, I'm a lot more tired than I thought I was. I've been traveling the last couple of days.
Damn.
So
Imagine.
yeah, we're unless you guys have something you want to do before leaving the city.
Um.
Yes, Nav Wolf approached Roy and say, "I'm sorry for your loss."
Oh, my cat just took a poop.
He just
You're not supposed to have your earbuds in.
Yeah, so Wolf, Wolf approaches you, Rory, and says, "I'm sorry for your loss."
Rory just looks away and just nods. Thanks. I just hope it could have been different.
The streets are pretty empty. Still, the city's still on lockdown. But even then, trade is very important. And you guys wait a couple of hours as a long line of beasts of burden and individuals come flooding out of the capital's center area. You guys join them and start walking off into the desert. Except, unlike it shows here, it's not just desert. This area is surrounded by little mountains and peaks. It's almost like the city's nestled in a small valley of its own. As you guys continue to walk further and further out across the sand, let's do focusing. We go to this view. You look back to see the city you've been part of, except just imagine the slums up front are like a lot more slummy.
A lot more slummy.
Yes, no, it's just the best image that the AI generator gave me. And you notice that in the distance there are some peaks and mountains, and as you walk further and further away, the details of the city become less and less vague, or less and less detailed, and become more vague until it blends in as just one more mountain in the background, made of iron and metal and stone.
All while this is going, all Rory is just thinking of the rest of the family members, Cairo, Shen, and most especially the mother.
Yes. And
And
it
then
dawns
he's just
on you
thinking
why the
about-
campaign's called Iron Mountains.
Ah, fair.
The cities
actually
of
good.
this era, being so fortified and built, look like mountains from a distance.
That's actually fucking brilliant, man.
This reveal was supposed to happen at the end of the fucking campaign, after you get your mother back, and after you exit the city, fleeing from the oppressive rule of the Magisters. Except I can't do that. It has to be revealed now.
Because the siblings are gone, and there's only one left.
Yep, and yeah, so I don't really have, I didn't know what to do. We come to the map here of Akan once it loads in, because it's all fuzzy for me right now. Come on, load in.
It's loaded in for me.
It's not loading in for me. Let me switch. Let's give it. There we go. So the party's here. At the city of Yokmoan, which is the capital of the Magisterium of Jishin. As the caravan goes, it leads you to a border city, south. You know from the map that Dietrich shares with you that Edward is headed north towards the port city above you over that way. You guys are headed south towards the city down here. 1 second, my cat's being an asshole. 1 second, I gotta go open my door for my cat. Be right back. You guys, as you move south through the desert, which the entire northern continent of Akan is basically one large desert with large mountains, valleys, the occasional oasis that provides a place for a small village or town to sit. You even see a castle or two in the distance that protects the land around. You make your way south over many weeks, along with the caravan. Some of them stopping in of the other small towns or cities that you meet, but the main body of the caravan continues over to the border city.
Which is?
Can you guys see it? Yes, the border city of Arca.
Arknights.
Arca.
Oh, shit. That looks beautiful.
100% just ripped off of the map place I use. It's just a public posted map. So,
Still, that looks beautiful.
It does. That's why I picked it. You come up to a bridge that is heavily guarded and fortified. In this, that's kind of on the northern side. So if I had a compass, the bottom it would actually be north. I know it's a little counterintuitive, but the bottom would be north. The top would be south. Um, except I can't flip it, so it's whatever. Let me bring in the party here. Silva. We got Aurori.
Yes.
Shade. Wolf. And Dedrick.
Where the fuck are we? Oh, there we are. Found them.
Yep, focus bang. And unfortunately,
Well,
I am actually unbelievably not focused today. And we are missing most people. So this will just be a setup session for what we're going into moving forward, since we have to drastically change, the scope of the campaign. So you guys approach the city. There's a large crevice that kind of runs along the northern side of the city that just stretches off into each direction continuously. It seemed to be a natural place to put a city, as it has natural defenses to its north and is heavily fortified to its south, which is the part that you cannot see. As you approach with the caravan, the guards start checking things at the gate, but they don't seem too serious about it. They, don't have the same knowledge, the fact that you guys are threats and rebels, effectively, that the guard there did. So you guys are able to pass into the city quite easily. You pass into the most fortified part of the city, which is clearly where the merchant, noble, and magister district is. In fact, there's a palace. If we focus, there's a palace here that is very clearly where the magister who rules over the city lives.
Also, Dell said that you are fine to reschedule it for future times, then a set time if you need to plan.
Yeah, no, I just with all the traveling I had, I surprisingly didn't have much time to actually prep for this. I thought I'd have a lot more time, but I didn't. So, but we're just doing a couple minutes of setup. We're at about 20 minutes in. I do apologize, guys. It's also a bit me. I don't know. Those days where you just feel, I don't know, foggy in the head.
Yeah, I feel you.
That's just today for me. I was doing fine, and then I just wasn't. So we'll stop here in the city of Arca. As you guys enter the noble or the merchant district along with the caravan, and hopefully we will get a replacement. Also, Del, me and you will have to message about your background because of the change here. So. Yeah, we're just going to wrap it up here. It's a really short session. I apologize about that. It's just not the day for me. I'm just struggling over here, like hard. So I apologize. You guys have a great day. I appreciate you joining me. I'll post this, but this is definitely most purely just a note session. We'll recap everything that happened here next time we meet, and I will also talk to Taco because there's a slight chance he might not be able to play for the next couple of weeks. So, yeah. But I think he's still definitely going to be joining us. I just need to get a response from him. So you guys have a great day.
I wasn't very talkative today.
No, you guys are good. I just don't think.
I wasn't very talkative.
I just don't think it was a good day for any of us. So I'm just going to call it here and say this was just a setup session, and we will have more to do next session as we enter a new city of mysteries. And a lot less combat than or a lot more combat than I had planned for this campaign. But hey, you know, it's what it is.
Yeah.
So you guys have a great night.
Anyways,
Thank you for joining.